Listen. Just listen. The greatest enemy you have ever known lives inside your skull. It is not outside. Your neighbors are not your problem. Your boss is not your problem. Your circumstances are not your problem. The problem is the constant chattering, the neurotic noise machine between your ears that never stops, never rests, never allows you a single moment of peace. You wake up in the morning and immediately the mind begins, what will happen today? What happened yesterday? What did that person mean when they said that thing? Why did I say those words? I should have said something different. Tomorrow I have that meeting, next month I have that obligation. 10 years ago I made that mistake. The mind jumps like a mad monkey from branch to branch, never settling, never silent, always creating storms in teacups. And you think this is normal, you think this is just how life is. You have accepted this insanity as sanity. You have made friends with your own destruction. Mind is a beautiful servant but a terrible master. Right now it is your master and you are its slave. You do not use the mind. The mind uses you. It drags you into the past where nothing can be changed. It pushes you into the future where nothing has happened yet. It keeps you everywhere except where life actually exists, which is here now in this moment. Look at what your mind does. Watch it carefully. In the morning you are planning your evening. In the evening you are regretting your morning. When you are at work, you are thinking about home. When you are at home, you are thinking about work. When you are with one person, you are thinking about another person. When you are young, you want to be old. When you are old, you want to be young. The mind never allows you to be where you are. This is not living, this is a kind of sleepwalking. You are here, but you are not here. Your body is present, but you are absent. You are always somewhere else, lost in the labyrinth of thoughts, drowning in the ocean of mental noise. And the mind is so cunning, so clever, so deceptive. It makes you believe that all this thinking is necessary, that without it you cannot function, that you need to worry in order to be responsible, that you need to regret in order to learn, that you need to plan every moment in order to survive. But this is the greatest lie ever told. Animals survive without planning their entire lives. Trees grow without anxiety. Rivers flow without worry. The sun rises every morning without consulting a schedule. Nature functions in total intelligence without the neurotic mind that humans have developed. And yet we think we are superior because we can think. We have become slaves to our own supposed superiority. Your mind creates problems that do not exist. Someone looks at you in a certain way and the mind creates a story. Maybe they don't like me. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe they are thinking badly about me. And then you create suffering based on this story. The person was perhaps just tired or thinking about something completely unrelated, or maybe they didn't even see you properly, but your mind has created an entire drama and you have believed it. You are living in a world of interpretations, not reality. You never see what is. You only see what your mind tells you is there. Your mind is a filter, a distorting lens that colors everything with your past experiences, your conditioning, your fears, your desires. You have never seen a single rose as it actually is. You have only seen your idea of a rose, your memory of roses, your comparison with other roses. The actual rose remains unseen. And because of this, you are missing life entirely. Life is happening now, but you are busy with your mental projection. Your child is playing in front of you, but you are thinking about tomorrow's meeting. Your lover is speaking to you, but you are remembering yesterday's argument. The sunset is painting the sky with impossible colors, but you are scrolling through the endless garbage on your phone, feeding more poison to your already poisoned mind. The mind is also your greatest judge. It judges everything and everyone, including yourself. Actually, especially yourself. You have an inner critic that is more cruel than any external enemy could ever be. You make a small mistake and the mind attacks you for days. You should have done this. You should have said that. Why are you so stupid? Why are you so weak? This inner violence is constant, relentless, merciless. And from this self-judgment comes all other judgment. When you cannot accept yourself, how can you accept others? When you are constantly criticizing yourself, you will criticize others. When you are harsh with yourself, you will be harsh with the world. The violence you do to yourself internally manifests as violence toward life externally. Listen carefully to what I am saying. Every time you criticize yourself, you are strengthening the mind. Every time you feel guilty, you are feeding the mind. Every time you regret, you are empowering the mind. The mind lives on negativity, it thrives on your misery, it grows fat on your suffering. Have you noticed that your mind rarely compliments you? When you do something good, the mind is silent or finds a way to diminish it. Oh, anyone could have done that. It was just luck. It doesn't really matter, but when you make the smallest mistake, the mind becomes loud, aggressive, punishing. This is not an accident. This is the strategy of the mind to keep you enslaved. A happy person, a contented person, a blissful person has no need for the mind's constant commentary. But an unhappy person, always seeking, always striving, always feeling inadequate, such a person needs the mind. The mind has a vested interest in your unhappiness. Your mind divides everything. This is good, that is bad, this is right, that is wrong. This person is friend, that person is enemy. This religion is true, that religion is false. The mind cannot see unity, it can only see division. And from division comes all conflict, all war, all. The mind is the root of all separation. Think about it. All the divisions in the world between nations, between religions, between races, between classes, all of these are created by the mind. The earth knows no borders. The sky recognizes no divisions. The ocean does not discriminate. Only the human mind creates these artificial separations and then suffers because of them. And the same division exists inside you. The mind has divided you against yourself. Part of you wants one thing, another part wants something else. Part of you says yes, another part says no. You are a house divided against itself, and such a house cannot stand. This inner conflict is exhausting you, draining your energy, destroying your vitality. You want to love, but you are afraid of being hurt. You want to be free, but you are afraid of being alone. You want to be authentic, but you are afraid of being rejected. The mind creates these contradictions, and then you suffer in the middle, pulled in opposite directions, paralyzed by indecision. But here is the secret that can transform your entire existence. You are not the mind. You are the witness of the mind. You are the space in which thoughts appear and disappear. You are the silence in which noise rises and falls. You are the consciousness that observes all this mental activity. Right now, as I am speaking, thoughts are passing through your mind. You are hearing my words, and simultaneously your mind is commenting, agreeing, disagreeing, judging, analyzing. But notice something crucial. You are aware of these thoughts. You can watch them. If you can watch your thoughts, then you cannot be your thoughts. The observed cannot be the observer. This is the beginning of freedom. When you realize that you are not the mind, that you are the witness of the mind, a gap opens up. In that gap is peace. In that gap is silence. In that gap is your true nature. But the mind is afraid of this gap. The mind is afraid of silence because in silence the mind dies. The mind can only exist through noise, through activity, through thinking. Silence is death to the mind. That is why your mind keeps you busy constantly. It creates new problems, new worries, new desires, new fears. It never allows you to be still, because stillness is dangerous to its survival. You are addicted to thinking. It has become a habit so deep that you don't even notice it anymore. Try to stop thinking for just 1 minute. Sit silently and try not to think. You will see how difficult it is. Thoughts come rushing in like uninvited guests. The mind rebels against even a moment of silence. This shows how powerful this addiction has become. Unlike any addiction, it is destroying you. The constant thinking creates stress. Stress creates disease. Disease creates more thinking. You are caught in a vicious circle. Your body suffers because your mind cannot rest. Your heart suffers because your mind creates walls. Your spirit suffers because your mind blocks the light. Look at modern civilization. Look at what the mind has created. Anxiety disorder, depression, stress-related illnesses, insomnia, addiction. These are not natural states. These are products of the overactive mind. Your grandfather did not have anxiety about anxiety. Your grandmother did not need therapy to deal with therapy. Something has gone terribly wrong, and that something is the tyranny of the mind. We have become too mental. We live in our heads. We have forgotten the body. We have forgotten the heart. We have forgotten the being. Everything has been reduced to thinking. You think about eating instead of tasting. You think about love instead of loving. You think about living instead of living. Everything has become second-hand, filtered through the mind. Look at your life honestly. How many of your problems are created by your own mind? How much of your suffering is self-generated? Someone said something 10 years ago and you are still angry. Something might happen tomorrow and you are already anxious today. You have money but you worry about losing it. You don't have money and you worry about getting it. You are healthy but you fear disease. You are alive but you fear death. 99% of your suffering exists only in your mind. It is not real. It is imagination. But you have believed in it so completely that it has become real for you. You have hypnotized yourself into suffering. The mind is always creating fear because fear is the foundation of the mind's kingdom. A fearless person has no need for the constant vigilance of the mind. A fearless person can relax into existence. But a fearless person needs the mind to protect, to plan, to worry, to control. Your mind keeps you afraid in order to keep itself necessary. And fear creates desire. You desire security because you fear insecurity. You desire love because you fear loneliness. You desire success because you fear failure. You desire heaven because you fear hell. All desire is born from fear, and the mind lives through desire. Without desire, the mind has no future. Without future, the mind has no life. So the mind creates an endless chain of desires. When one desire is fulfilled, immediately another appears. You wanted that job, now you wanted promotion. You wanted that house, now you want a bigger house. You wanted to be thin, now you want to be muscular. The goalpost keeps moving because the mind needs the journey of desire to survive. If you ever truly arrived, the mind would dissolve. But you can never arrive through mind, because mind itself is the obstacle. It is like trying to use darkness to find light, or using bondage to find freedom. The very instrument you are using is the problem. I have watched thousands of people. They achieve their desires and they are not happy. They get exactly what they wanted and they feel empty. Because desire is not really about the object of desire. Desire is the mind's way of keeping you occupied, keeping you running, keeping you distracted from the present moment. The present moment has no desire because in the present moment everything is already fulfilled. Only the mind creates lack, creates incompleteness, creates the feeling that something is missing. And then it offers you desires as the solution. But desire fulfilled creates more desire. It is an endless trap. And between fear and desire, you are crushed. You are running away from fear and running toward desire. You are never still. You are never at rest. You are never at home. This constant movement, this restlessness, this dis-ease is destroying you slowly, silently, systematically. What is needed is not more thinking, but a breakthrough out of thinking. What is needed is not better thoughts, but a transcendence of thought. What is needed is not a controlled mind, but a state beyond mind. And this state is available right now. It is not something you have to achieve in the future. It is not something that requires years of practice. It is your nature, hidden under layers of mental noise. You just need to recognize it, to remember it, to allow it. How? Through awareness, through witnessing, through watching the mind without getting involved in it. When a thought comes, don't fight it, don't follow it, don't judge it, simply watch it. Be a witness. The thought will come like a cloud and pass like a cloud. You remain the sky. At first, this seems difficult because you have been identifying with thoughts for so long. When an angry thought comes, you say, I am angry. When a sad thought comes, you say, I am sad. You have become identified with every passing mental state, but you are not these states. You are the awareness in which these states appear. Imagine you are watching a movie. The screen shows scenes of violence, then scenes of love, then scenes of tragedy, then scenes of comedy, but the screen itself remains untouched. The screen is not violent, not loving, not tragic, not comic. The screen simply allows all these images to appear and disappear. You are like that screen. You are the consciousness in which all mental content appears and disappears. But you have forgotten the screen and you have become identified with the movie. You think you are the character in the story. You have lost yourself in the drama. The whole spiritual journey is simply remembering that you are the screen, not the movie. And this remembering happens through witnessing. Start with simple things. Watch your breath. Don't change it, don't control it, just watch it. The breath comes in, the breath goes out. Watch. In this simple watching, a miracle begins to happen. A gap appears between you and the mind. Then Watch your thoughts. Sit silently and watch thoughts passing like clouds. Don't judge them as good or bad. Don't try to stop them. Don't follow them into their stories. Just watch. Thought comes, thought goes. You remain the watcher. Then watch your emotions. When anger comes, don't express it, don't repress it, just watch it. Where is this anger? How does it feel in the body? What thoughts accompany it? Watch with curiosity, with interest, without judgment. The anger will burn itself out and you will remain untouched. Then watch your actions. As you walk, watch yourself walking. As you eat, watch yourself eating. As you speak, watch yourself speaking. Bring awareness to every moment, to every action, to every breath. This is meditation, not something you do for 20 minutes a day, but a quality you bring to life itself. And as you watch, something extraordinary happens. The identification breaks. You realize you are not the anger, you are the witness of anger. You are not the thought, you are the witness of thought. You are not the body, you are the witness of the body. Layer by layer, the false identifications drop away, and what remains is your true nature, pure consciousness, pure awareness, pure being. This awareness has no problems. Problems belong to the mind, and you are no longer identified with the mind. This awareness has no fear. Fear belongs to the future, and awareness is always now. This awareness has no desire. Desire creates incompleteness, and awareness is already complete, already whole, already perfect. These moments expand, the gaps become longer, silence becomes more frequent, and slowly, a transformation happens. You are no longer lost in the mind. You use the mind when needed, like you use a tool, and then you put it down. You are no longer its slave. You have become the master